This is The Outer Worlds 2 on the ROG Xbox Ally. Alright, so we're going to start out with the settings here. We've got it in the turbo mode. We have it on 720p. And for this one, I started with RIS off. And you can see the in-game settings here as well. And throughout the video, we're going to be kind of playing with the settings a little bit here and there. In this opening area, you're like inside the ship, so there wasn't a ton of changes to the settings, just here and there, little tweaks. Because the frame rate, I think, is totally fine, and it really looked nice and it felt fluid. It felt good. This being the lower end model, 30 frames, you're going to have to be happy and satisfied with that, because once you get into the open world area, it's going to be a bit of a challenge to balance image quality and trying to get to 30 frames. And I set it on a couple. I went through quite a few different settings to try to find the right solution, and I think I ended up on one that kind of works pretty good, involving some AMD frame generation. So we'll see how that turns out here at the end of the video. So definitely stay tuned for all of that. And boy, right away, this, if you guys have played Fallout or the original Outer Worlds, it's like immediately this feels like comfort food, just walking around. It looks like that Bethesda style. Even though it's Obsidian, they've kind of carried that through their games ever since they did the Fallout New Vegas. So it just feels really comfortable. It feels kind of homey. I love picking up all the different items and stuff. Everything feels good. And so far, this really looks good. Really is running pretty good on the Ally. It does say in the Windows Store that it is handheld optimized.
To open the channel to start the meeting with Agent DeVries, please proceed to the table.
Let's hear what this forward agent has to say.
Here's a loading screen. I just wanted to show that just kind of brings up memories of the old days before we got the SSDs to have those loading screens. And even though that these devices do have SSDs, this one does still have a load screen. So I thought it was kind of cool. I mean, I don't want it to load forever, and it doesn't, but there will be load screens in this game, and they are a little bit longer than I was expecting them to be, so just keep that in mind. And this is the next little area, so we're outside of the ship, but we're not quite in the open world yet. So this one's going to be just a little bit more intensive for the hardware.
Certainly part of it.
But still, I think everything is running pretty good. It's not tanking the frame rate under 30 too much yet. So I think everything is still good in this area. It's really the open world that's going to be the biggest challenge here for the throughout this video, I'm going to stop talking and just kind of let the gameplay play, so you can just kind of see what the game is, see how it's running without too much interruption. I'm going to pop in here and there as we maybe look at settings and stuff like that. So enjoy the video, and I'll pop back here and there for you. But you definitely want to stay tuned to the end of the video to see the open world area. That's really going to be the most important part for messing with the settings and things like that, and seeing how the game truly runs. But this first interior level goes on for a few minutes, so I will see you back in the open world.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. You should have seen sabotaging proteins.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate, understandable.
But we didn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship. What? Is there something wrong with the airlocks?
You need to sabotage the transformer to disable the failsafes. This will allow you to open the door and proceed. I left the manual in the locker to your right in case you need it. Now that that's done, did I forget to mention the alarm? Just ignore it and get to the manual override in the control room as soon as you can.
We're encountering more opposition. position over here than DeVries said we should. Nothing too serious, but any distraction you could provide would be helpful, Commander.
Comms are down. This is going better than I expected. The nearby elevator will take you out to the rendezvous point. I'll see you and your team soon in the skip labs. I don't know what happened out there. This is all going wrong. Niles, he was a promising agent, but we've got no time for grieving. Take the lift behind you and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station, lest his sacrifice be for nothing. Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us. Just get to DeVries and liberate that core so we can get out of here.
All right, so we are landing in the first open world area, and you can immediately see the FPS was dropping into the teens there, and it looks like it's kind of wanting to settle here in the mid-20s with the settings that we were using. So we're going to kind of move around through this environment so you can kind of see how everything looks and how it flows. And I'm going to start playing with some settings just to see if we drop all the settings, if we can make it look a lot better, or, you know, if we maybe can use some other tricks to get it to look good. I run through quite a few settings here, so you can kind of just see the process that I use in these type of games on these handhelds is just, I kind of go through and just change, you know, small things here or there to see if I can get, you know, a few more frames, or if I can get, because really, if I can get 30 frames here in this open world, I know I'm going to be good pretty much throughout the rest of the game. But it is difficult for this device to run 30 frames in this open world and get good image quality. You can like put everything on low and like turn the upscaling and everything to like the ultra performance mode, but man, you get a lot of shimmering, and to me it really looks bad. But some people don't care about that. They just want frame rate over everything, and if that's you, then hey, that's totally okay. Me, I want to, especially on a handheld, I'm okay with 30 FPS most of the time, especially in a game like this. This is not like an intense first-person shooter. It is a first-person shooter. I believe you can play in third person as well, but it's not like a crazy intense. It's not like you're playing Call of Duty or, you know, even Fortnite or anything like that. It's just your basic, you know, standard combat, and it has the time dilation like Fallout does, where you can like slow down time too. So I think 30 frames is totally fine. Doesn't bother me at all, especially here in first person. I think it works totally good. Towards the end, you'll see me kind of resort to jumping out of the menu and going into the AMD settings and turning on frame generation. And so whenever I do that, we start to get a little bit better frames, like closer into 30s, and things just kind of smooth out. You get good image quality. But, you know, just know that if you're doing that on this low of frames, your responsiveness is not going to be, you know, anywhere near where it probably needs to be. It didn't feel that bad to me, to be honest with you. It kind of felt fine to me, so I probably will continue playing like that on this device. But I always encourage you guys to play with the settings, and, you know, once you get the image the way that you want it to look or feel the way you want it to look, just go with that. I mean, it doesn't matter. Everybody has a different opinion on what they want the game to either look like or what kind of frames they want to get out of it. You know, on this device, this is, you know, AAA style games, this is going to be your trade-off, is just kind of filling with the settings, just try to get something that's comfortable for you, and then, hey, once you kind of dial it in, then just, you know, let it go, and then don't worry about it after that. So, but I always encourage you to do that in the open world areas, because it's always going to be the most difficult for the game to run. So just like this area, it you know, immediately that frame rate drops. So that's going to be it for me. So I'm just going to kind of let it play out. You guys can watch the settings changes and all that stuff, so you guys know what I'm trying to do when I'm doing all that stuff. If you like these sorts of videos, please drop a like, comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have any other comments in general about the channel, things that you want to see, you know, stuff like that, I'm happy to hear you guys out, or discuss anything about the game, or you know, anything that you're dealing with. If you already have one of these, if you have any issues, if you're trying to, you know, work on getting a certain FPS or certain image quality, whatever, I'm happy to try and help. So thank you guys so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video.
Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Huh. Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our sprout population for a new deep-fried snack line. So I refuse to fall for such a ham-handed attempt at dissemblance. Look, we're Auntie's Choice. Lying's fine. We downright admire it even, if you pull it off. Next time, try a little harder. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. Before I forget, I have standing orders to send all newcomers to Minister Milver Street. He's in the town hall. That'd be the one with the giant hologram on it. Can't miss it. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
Can't get that Andy's Choice jingle out of my head. Hey, if I start humming it, you do what you gotta. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure, always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?